like I said, chat, before he joins, make sure y'all follow the stream, sub up. Appreciate everyone, man. You guys are goats. Thank you guys so much. Andrew, you there? What if it's just like his big ass dick just on the screen? Andrew. Andrew, you there? It's a little echoey. Where you at right now? You outside?
Very perceptive, aren't you, Adin?
Crazy.
You know what's crazy? I have never. I don't know where that song came from. I didn't choose that song. It just became a thing. Isn't the internet weird?
So you never even listened to that song before?
Fuck no, I didn't know where people chose that.
Sosa $1.50.
The
Don't hear
internet's
Sosa
weird.
to fucking chat.
Things just stick.
Really?
Yeah.
You look good right now.
Thank you.
Okay, where were we? Can we continue on our conversation, please?
Sure, you're a worm, and God hates you, basically, and you're a dickhead, and you're not listening to him. Anything else?
Yes.
Guess what this is? Guess what I'm drinking?
What? Sparkling water?
I said fucking guess. Correct. Well done. 1 point.
Okay.
Can I have another coffee, please? Another iced coffee for my friend Adin. One more, thank you. I'll drink it for you, don't worry.
I miss you, bro. Why did you... I actually miss... Do you miss... Be honest. Do you think about me ever? Ever?
Let me think about this.
Andrew, come on.
Do I think about you ever?
Ever?
Yeah, sometimes I do, yeah.
What do you think about me? What do you like? What do you think about me? Like, what do you think?
I just wonder. I don't know. Just sometimes, like I'm thinking, is Adin still just wasting his life, or has he done anything? Or I don't know. You just pop into my brain, and me and my brother sit around and talk about how if we were your age with your opportunities, we would have done so much better than we've already done, even though we've conquered the world. And we just use you as an example of like kind of not what not to be,
Understandable. Can I see your view? Can I see what it's looking like right now? Your view. Wow, it's beautiful.
It's all right.
What's the weather like? What's the weather like in Dubai right now? Is it hot, cold?
It's hot. Yeah, I guess it's pretty similar to LA, like 85, 90 degrees, something like that.
LA is like 70s now. Yo, I want to say, hold on. One second, Mr. Tate. Everyone that's gifting 25, I really appreciate you guys. You guys are so sweet. I love all of you. Thank you. You guys are my heart. I love you all. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys with all my heart. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Don't be sorry. Showing appreciation to people is very important. Makes you a good person. It's good for the spirit. That's why whenever I'm brought my beverages by my servants, I ensure to always say thank you. Even though I don't have to, I have no obligation to say thank you because I keep their families alive with my money. However, I'm still very gracious and polite.
Sosa with the 50 gifted. Say thank you, Sosa. Say it, Andrew.
Who the fuck is Sosa?
It's a guy who gifted 50 subs. Can you say thank you?
What's the sub?
Basically like a subscription. What is that? Umbrella?
It's an umbrella.
Say thanks, Sosa. Can you just say thanks, Sosa?
I don't know Sosa. I don't get what he's done. What has he done? I'm not a social media dork. I don't know this shit.
He gave me a sub. Well, a lot of subs. Yo.
What's a sub? How can you give a sub? I don't get it.
Just say thank you.
No, because one person subscribes to your account. How can he give subs? It doesn't make
Don
sense.
Ronza with the 50 gift. Say thank you, Don.
I'm the Don. How can you gift a sub? That doesn't make any sense. You subscribe to someone to watch them. How can you gift a sub? I don't get it.
You give more. You can give more of it. It's like showing appreciation towards your favorite streamer.
But then how do they get subs to give you?
They could just do it. I don't know. They pay. Yo, do not. Thank you for the other gifted. Oh my God, do not. 10 days. 10 days. Thank you. Say thank you, days. Bro, you became a robot. It's actually bad now. I swear to. I miss the old man. Dude, you used to like. No, bro. I miss you. Do you miss me? Stop lying, Andrew. You're not this hard macho Libro. You know what I mean? Just come on, bro. Hosco, thanks for the 10 gifted. I appreciate you. Sosa with another
No,
50.
I don't think I act hard at all. I think I'm very nice to you. I
You
think I'm
are.
very nice to you. I am. I'm giving you life advice.
Okay, can we continue on our conversation, please?
Yeah, but I'm not hard with you at all. I'm very nice to you, Adin. I only tell you things that'll make you a better, happier person.
Fine. Let me ask you a question.
Wait, your coffee's coming. Thank you. Thank you. Adin doesn't say thank you to people, but I'll say thank you on his behalf. He's rude. He lives in LA. You know, those people in LA, they're all a bit. Yeah, I know, they're stupid. I agree. Idiots. Anyway, sorry,
You're
carry on.
weird as fuck. Okay, listen.
Why am I weird for saying that you're an impolite dickhead who lives in LA?
You act like I'm gonna live in LA for the rest of my life, bro. You act like I'm gonna be here for the rest of my fucking life.
You know what? Let me tell you something. If you were to offer me $100 million to move to that cesspit, I would say no. I would not move to LA for $100 million.
Cat.
Because I would be surrounded by degeneracy.
Chad, who's moving to LA for
surrounded
100
by
mil?
godlessness. I'd be surrounded by disgusting, just the attitudes of people. Nobody there has any soul left. It just would make me feel dirty and sad. I would never, ever move there. I won't even go. I've been invited to this fucking
Bro, 10 days and Donovan going crazy and Sosa.
things and these podcasts. No,
Holy
I
fuck.
refuse.
W's in the chat, bro. But why?
I just told you why.
I set a new record. We're at level 10. We're at a level 10. We're at a level 10 hype train.
Yeah, that's because of me.
It is.
I did it. You didn't set any records. I set the record. We've already done the Google search thing, bro. We know you're.
You're still my biggest Twitch stream ever.
Of course I am. I set all the records. Of course. Normal.
Really?
I'm the biggest. Yeah, of course it's normal. Yeah, of course.
Bro, this Don guy's going crazy. I'm about a VIP Don and Sosa. They're actually going crazy. Don, thank you so much, and Sosa. You guys are really amazing and beautiful people. I love both of you. And 104 days. Thank you guys. All right, let me talk to Andrew now because I know you're not here forever. Your time is valuable and shit. Let me talk to you real shit. Okay, Andrew. What have you been doing, bro, since the ban? Like real shit. I'm not trying to go back and forth, but like, what have you been doing? You've just been living life normally. Like, I see you, Kate, from time to time, but like, I'm curious. What are you doing with the band? Like, what have you been doing? And lastly, when are you coming back to social media?
Yeah, it's interesting. You said what I've been doing. I've been doing the same things I've always done. I've been speaking to the people who understand how the world works, and I've been organizing a lot of my life outside of the internet. And the internet is not my primary incomes or my primary life. I do
Chat,
a lot
what
of
other question you want me to ask him,
the
chat?
real world.
Mm-hmm.
They attacked. The attack against me was extremely thorough. It was premeditated by extremely powerful people. The scary thing about it is that you get 3 chances when you attack the Matrix. The first one is they try and shut you up. If that fails, they try and put you in jail for no reason. And if that fails, they kill you. So now that I've used one of my chances up, it has left me a little bit more cautious with where I go and how I live my life. But in general, I've got my hundreds of millions of dollars and I've got my my brother and my friends, and I've always been a very happy, content person. And I'm going to have 20 sons. I'm going to have a big army of Tate boys, which are going to conquer Earth into the future so that when, hopefully, God willing, inshallah, your son will be on a Twitch stream getting bullied by my son. It'll be beautiful. It'll be like the circle of life. Because let's be honest, your son won't be able to say shit to my son because he'll fuck him up. So I'm going to have 20 boys, and you might have 1 or 2. Because you're like the kind of guy who, even though he has all this money, he could do anything. He doesn't even think, you know what? Why don't I just have loads of children and build like a clan, a family under the name, and we can all be warriors? None of this crosses your mind, right? You're busy because you're doing parties with porn stars. But I think about important things. So the Tate clan is next. Tate Mafia is next. It's going to be 20 boys, all going to be professional fighters, 20 UFC fighters called Tate. And we're going to conquer Earth. So I'm focusing on that. So obviously I've been spending time with beautiful females, extremely gorgeous women who are not porn stars, and living in my mansions, various mansions around the planet. And just, going to church or the mosque, whatever it happens to be, and being a good person, Adin. I mean, I know, like, to internet guys, they're always like, what do you do when you get canceled? Because your lives are on the internet, right? But I'm not an internet guy. I'm a guy with such a cool life that I've become big on the internet for being the top G. I didn't become the top G by making streams on the internet. I was the top G in real life, and then everyone found out about it. So it doesn't matter if I get canceled because I'm still top G. I still number one. I still can't go anywhere without getting recognized. I still get crowds following me everywhere. I'm top G, and I didn't become top G by streaming. Like, I became top G in the real world. So it didn't change anything.
Are
In
you?
fact,
Go ahead.
sorry, I will continue. In fact, the only reason I still continue with any of my online ventures at all is because I'm a philanthropist and a very nice man.
I understand.
I saved a lot of people's lives, Adin. There are so many young men who were genuinely depressed and sad who I helped. So many people I helped make money. So many people I actually did good things for that I would feel a bit guilty if I totally gave it up and disappeared. Anybody who took my advice seriously, anybody who came to me in genuine sadness and listened to me and joined one of my programs or the War Room or signed up to my free email list. It's not about money. There's an email list on CobraTate.com that's totally free. Anyone can sign up. It's free. And I give life advice every single day. Anybody who ever did any of those things lived a better life. I'm a force for good in the world, and I'm a philanthropist, and I want young men to understand that as hard as it is to train hard and become important and work hard and become rich, it's harder to live your entire life as a nobody. And that's what I try and tell people. I'm a good person, Adin, with a big heart. That's why only reason I'm even here. Because I don't need any of this shit, Adin. I don't need this shit. I don't need subs and likes and views. I don't give a fuck about any of it. My life is perfectly fine with my jet and my 30 cars and my 25 women and all my sons. I don't need any of this crap. The reason I do it is because there's a young man out there who wants to be important, who doesn't quite understand how. And I say, I'll tell you how. You can go to corporatate.com and sign up for the email list for free. You know what's amazing to me, Adin? I'm top G. I am the guy recognized as the number one most capable person on the planet, the most competent individual, top G. And I will say that I will give you completely free advice in your life if you go to corporatate.com and sign
All
up to a
right, all right.
free email list.
Fine, fair. Okay, fair.
It's free.
Fair.
It's free.
Fair. Can I ask you a question? All right, did you convert to Muslim?
It's Islam.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be disrespectful. I didn't know. They were asking, did you convert to Muslim? That's what I reinstated. Did you convert to Islam?
Oh, I don't want to make any political points about how Jews are disrespectful to Muslims as a whole, so I'll let that one slide. Yes, I did convert to Islam.
Wait, can I make something very clear, sir? I'm really sorry that if in any way Jews are disrespectful to Muslims. I love everybody, no matter what you are, who you are, what color skin you are, what religion you practice. I don't care what you do, what your beliefs are. I love people for people. I don't look at skin. I don't look at any of that shit. So please don't.
Good.
Thank you.
Good. Me too. Good. Me too. So it's good to hear that.
So okay, you converted to Islam. How's that? How's that going for you?
It's a beautiful religion, and it's the only way to truly find God, because I believe God is a strong, fearsome force. And I think that not enough religions respect him in that regard or understand him in that way. And especially in the West, many religions are watered down to the point of basically insignificance. Nobody takes them seriously or adheres to their commandments or parameters, whereas Islam is very different. And I think that's how God should be worshipped, with red lines. I think that there should be lines of things you're allowed to do and not allowed to do, and they should not be crossed. It's very interesting, the world we live in now. We preach tolerance, but really what we're only preaching tolerance for is absolute degeneracy. They'll say you need to be tolerant. Tolerance is a good thing, agreed. But there has to be a red line where being tolerant is simply detrimental to your heart, your spirit, and society. You can't sit and be tolerant of everything to the point where absolute degeneracy is purported and advertised and accelerated, where they're going to sit and say pedophilia is okay now as a sexual orientation. I don't think that's okay or fair, and I'm not going to be tolerant of certain things. I think that is tolerance is weaponized to destroy the spirituality and the morality of humans. You're no longer allowed to have moral red lines because that makes you intolerant in the eyes of the Matrix, and it is a lie. And this is how they've got society to this point. Adin, I don't know if you understand that the Western world that you live in is failing. It is failing as a society. It's failing as an experiment. Every single thing about it is getting worse. Every metric that can be measured is getting worse in real time. It's getting more dangerous. People are less happy. People are having less families. Every single thing about the Western world is done. It is not the future. The future of the world is in other places, because the Western world is an experiment has failed because of this idea of tolerance. And if you look at the people who are most famous, look at some of the Twitch streamers out in LA. The most famous people are not people of good moral standing. They're not people of strong convictions. They're not masculine men prepared to fight and to fight and defend a society. They're absolutely and utterly degenerate idiots. And America as a whole is pretty much finished and done now. In the next 50 years, it's going to be completely unlivable. Every single city is going to be on fire. And I don't know why nobody else pretends that they can't see this. It's just on its way out, and it's on its way out because people have forgotten God. That's what's happened. It doesn't cross anybody's mind that what's happening around them is it's unacceptable in the eyes of God. Do you understand me, or do I sound like a crazy man to you?
Mashallah, Andrew.
So I'm waiting for you here in Dubai. We'll go to the mosque together. It'll be beautiful.
Okay.
Book a flight. You're rich.
But you're richer. Will you fly to LA, pick me up in your jet?
I cannot touch ground in LA. Shaitan is from LA. It's dirty. It's the air. It will touch my skin, and I can't even be near the degeneracy. When your soul is clean, let me tell you something. If your house is very, very clean, it's a beautiful house, and it's spotless, would you walk through it with muddy shoes?
Never.
No. Correct. So when your soul is finally pure, when you're like me and you truly have the freedom to say what you think what you say, don't lie to anybody, be an honest person. Most people can't do that because they're afraid of the matrix or they're afraid of losing their job. I say exactly what's on my mind. I live pure to God, pure to my heart. I know my spirit is completely clean. Everybody who is a fan of mine, their life gets better, Adin. Anybody who is a Tate fan, if you find a Tate fan on the street and say, you're a Tate fan, I listen to Andrew Tate. They are richer, stronger, smarter than any other kind of fan. You can be a fan of a lot of people and your life won't get better. If you're a fan of Tate, your life improves. My soul is pure. Do you think I want to go and dive into the swamp of LA? Even the air,
No, you
my
don't.
friend,
No, you
even the
don't.
air will touch me. I can't go there. It's disgusting. All of it. All of it's disgusting.
Wow, I've never been there before.
Can you stop being afraid? You're coming to the top G, bro. I'll look after you. I'm your
I know.
friend.
All right.
I'm your friend, Adin.
All right.
We're friends, no?
I think we are, but I mean, I don't know how lately you've been treating me mean.
As your friend, it is my duty to tell you you're a dickhead because you're a dickhead, Adin.
Am I a douchebag?
A little bit, yes.
Am I a scumbag? Can I be living
I
my
think
life
you
better?
certainly have.
Can I be living my life better?
You certainly can be living your life better, and you certainly have scumbag-like quality.
Okay. Question, but do you see any good in me?
I see a lot of good in you.
Thanks, Andrew.
I see a lot of good in you as a person, but I
Mashallah.
think you're wasting your potential.
I understand. Mashallah, Habibi.
Anyway, aren't you supposed to play video games?
Yeah, they've been playing. The video games lately been shitty though. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you downloaded the Top G game from the App Store yet?
Dude, no, I have not. I'm not playing that dog shit ass game, bro. When do you
I
want
don't
to
even
play?
know who made it. I don't even know who made it. Someone just made it. Someone just made it, and I downloaded it. I just play it now. I don't even know what it is. I don't know who made it. Nothing. It's kind of shit. I'm not gonna lie, but it's me, so it's
Oh,
fun.
did you watch the Jake Paul fight?
I didn't watch it. No.
Mm. You
Obviously,
met
he won.
you met 6ix9ine, right?
Yep.
You like 6ix9ine?
Nice enough man. Yes, nice guy. Do you like him?
I've had a couple. Like I just like I don't have an issue. Like it's whatever.
Tell me the,
I don't know him. I don't know him like enough to like judge him. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah, that's the thing with all this celebrity culture stuff. Like, because obviously I'm famous now, I'm supposed to like people just because they're famous. And truthfully, I have the same friends I've always had. I've made no new friends since I've been the most famous man. I talk to the same people. I have no new friends. I don't want to meet other famous people. I don't give a shit about any of that stuff. It's not interesting to me. I don't give a fuck if someone has a bunch of followers and they're like, hey, this guy's here. Do you want to come see this guy? Not really. I'm happy with my guys, my team, my family, my tribe, which I've built. I've got a very good network, and I don't give a shit about any of these people, really. If I meet someone and they're a nice person, of course, that's fine. But I don't want to meet someone just because they're someone. Does that make sense?
For sure. What are your thoughts on Kanye?
I think what he's doing is dangerous because I've been through what he's going through. When the Matrix attacks you, it attacks you extremely thoroughly. They attack your financial institutions. They attack your money. They attempt to destroy you online. They delete your voice so that they can lie about you. It's kind of amazing, Adin, that they've tried to convince the world that I'm the most dangerous thing for young men to listen to. When I'm sitting here talking about discipline and teaching motivation, yeah, I have some points of view which can be deemed controversial, agreed. But overall, my message is a very motivating one, which is why I have so many diehard fans. That is not bad for young men. What's bad for young men is people sitting around watching people do fucking nothing or watch people be sad all fucking day, all this garbage, and nobody's sitting and telling them to stand up and get to the fucking gym and train hard and work. So I'm good for the world, which is why they had to lie about me, because when they wanted to delete me, they understood they had to try and shift the narrative and convince the world I'm bad. But they have failed, which is why they're going to move on to stage 2 and try and hurt me legally for no reason. The reason I know they failed is because my organization, the War Room, we analyze things in real time. At the height of when me and you first started Twitch streaming, about 82% of all comments on any of my videos were positive, and there was about 18% who were negative and disliked me. At the height of the media attack, when they canceled me, we got down to a point where 55% of comments were positive and 45% of comments were negative on any YouTube video about me. It's now currently 91%. 91% of people who write on my videos are purely supportive. So everybody knows I'm not this bad person. Everybody knows the media lies. Everybody knows the Matrix has attacked me and they've talked a bunch of shit. But now this is what the real world is, and this is what some of the other things is, and there's not a plug at all. But you get to the point where you need to have your own mechanisms. You need to have your own banks, your own financial institutions, and your own ability to speak freely, because the Matrix controlled platforms are never going to allow people to say things. Adin, I'll tell you now, you have points of view that you cannot say, and you know what they
You're
are, but
right.
you won't say them because you
I
know,
won't.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, you're right.
So, I've built, when I call it the real world, something outside the Matrix. That's why I've built it. It's not to make money or some bullshit. It's for people who understand they want to talk freely and operate freely, but it's no longer about talk freely, Adin. If you say something, we're talking about Kanye, right? He said things they don't like. They took his money away. They'll do the same to you. And they tried to do the same to me. So you need to have your own bank. Adin, if I told you I've started my own bank with a banking license from Estonia, the Bank of Tate, a bank, you would understand why I had to do that. Because I can't have hundreds of millions of dollars anywhere else. I had to start my own bank because of supposedly I'm dangerous somehow to the world for telling men to get in the gym. When the Matrix attacks you, they are ruthless. Luckily, I am so competent, but most men don't have my network. Most men can't open a bank. I can, right? If I was Joe Schmo, I would be wrecked. And what they're doing is they're upping the game. I don't think most people understand that this whole censorship garbage, all these games, this media control, mind control, narrative control is going to get worse, not better. If people like me don't fight, I'm happy to have lost my social medias, Adin. I've been martyred. It's fine. I don't mind taking a suicide mission to try and save the earth so my children's children can speak what's on their mind. If I have to be martyred to cause a crack in the dam of censorship, then so be it. And I feel like I've done that. Already, I am the most famous canceled person ever. I'm on Rumble with more subs than I ever had. You can all find me on there, rumble.com/TateSpeech. My email list is larger than it's ever been. They haven't canceled me. I haven't gone away. And this is very, very important because there's going to be a time you want to talk, Adin. And I'm building a place where you can talk. And there's going to be a time other people want to talk. And they're canceling everyone now, not just me. How many people are they deleting now and censoring? Everybody. This is beyond just likes and follows. This is about the fact that there's going to be scenarios in future very similar to this pandemic we just lived through, where different points of views are going to be censored and they're going to control reality. And controlling reality has very real consequences. People didn't go to funerals of their dead parents. People lost their businesses. For what? For a controlled reality lie. We need to resist this. It's enslavement. It's tyranny. I don't want to be a slave. Do you want to be a slave, Adin? Do you want your children to be slaves? Someone has to stand up and build a system or resist the matrix to the point where we're allowed differing opinions, because they talk about tolerance and they talk about diversity. But what they want is people who look different for diversity but think the same. What they want for tolerance is people who all agree with their degeneracy. They're not tolerant of my points of view. I thought these were tolerant people. Why are they not tolerant of my points of view, which go counter to their degeneracy? This is all a lie. They orchestrated a massive lie against me. Now I'm iron-minded. I don't mind. I understand that in every single superhero movie, the superhero has to get knocked back. That's what happens. Batman attacks the enemy. They knock him back. He regroups and he comes forward victorious. I am a superhero, so it's fine. I know the story arc, and I know that in the end, I will become the most victorious man on the face of the planet because I have never failed. However, most people don't understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. They don't understand it comes from a place of love. I'm not a hateful person, Adin. I love people. I love the world. I love the people who disagree with me. I love to sit and talk to people who have different points of view. I don't call for anyone to be censored. Read a history book. Those who call for censorship were never the good guys. All of my enemies are desperate for me to disappear because they don't want to hear my points of view because they know they are wrong. I will sit and talk to any of my enemies any time of the day, any day of the week. And I never call for them to be deleted, censored, disappear ever. The censors are always the bad guys, Adin. We're in the middle of a cultural war that extends on beyond culture into spiritual. This is a spiritual war. This is good versus evil. This is God against the demons, my friend.
I
This
agree.
is important.
For sure, for sure.
So come to Dubai.
Habibi,
I have a,
mashallah.
I have a coffee. I have a coffee waiting for you.
What kind of coffee? Soy latte?
There's no soy in my coffees, young man. It's black coffee with ice, no
Okay.
sugar.
I have a question for you. If you can get this riddle correct, I'll come to Dubai first thing tomorrow. Okay? All right. There's 4 black birds on a fence. How many wings are they?
That's a bit racist.
Huh?
I'm just saying that's a bit racist.
No, it's not. Just listen.
No. But what? No. What's their color have to do with how many wings they have? Are you saying that black birds have less wings than white birds?
No, I'm not saying that. Just let me finish.
No. Because listen, I don't know if you know this, but I'm mixed race. My father was black, right?
Oh my
So I
God.
take this is very serious, right?
I
You're sitting
understand.
here talking about black birds as if they're different than white birds. Why are you judging them by their appearance?
I'm not. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to actually offend you. I swear to God.
But it comes across a bit racist to me. You're
My
just
bad.
judging them. Oh, they're the black birds. Their wings probably don't work. Is it like that?
No, I promise
I
the
just
joke.
got here talking about good versus evil, and you reply with fucking racism.
No, it's really not racist if you just let me explain the whole riddle.
You're on thin ice, Adin.
Okay. So there's 4 black birds on a fence. How many wings do they have combined?
It has to have something to do with their color. Otherwise, you're just a racist for no reason.
It doesn't. It doesn't. Listen, there's 4 black birds on a fence. How many wings do they have together?
Well, obviously, it's not going to be the obvious answer of 4 birds, 4 times 2,
Which is
8.
okay. Good. How many beaks do they have in total?
4.
Good. And how many feet do they have in total?
8.
Good. A white cat approaches the fence.
Now we're back to white now.
No, listen, you're going to understand. A white cat approaches the fence and smiles at the birds. How many teeth does the cat have?
I don't know how many teeth the cat has. I don't know.
It's funny, Andrew. You seem to know a lot about black cocks, but nothing about white pussy.
Is this where I'm supposed to laugh?
That wasn't funny?
Absolutely not funny. It was terrible. It was racist. It was insensitive.
All right. It was not
degenerate.
racist.
It was shut up. It was racist, degenerate, insensitive, immature, poorly delivered. It was shit. Out of 10, I will give you a 2. If that, because I'm gracious.
You didn't think it was good at all?
It was fucking awful.
Sorry.
What am I gonna do with you, Adin?
Do you want to
You
make
won't
out?
let me. You won't let me fix your life. Please, no, please, no more of this kind of
Sorry.
shit. It's
I
haram.
won't do that again. I swear to God, I won't. Yeah, my bad.
It's haram.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Wait.
Why won't you let me? Why won't you let me fix your life?
I'm not ready yet, bro. You know what I mean? I'm not ready yet. Like I wanna figure this shit out. I wanna You know what I'm saying?
How many children do you want to have, Aiden?
Maybe four. I want to
How
have
many
four.
boys? How many girls?
I want to have two boys, two girls. I want to have four. I want to have four kids on a farm and raise them in a small town with animals.
That's a good. That's noble. Like Nebraska, small town, or like not that bad.
More like Wisconsin.
Yeah, I understand. Well, that's a noble pursuit. How old do you want to be when you start doing that?
Mm, what are you like pushing 40 now? So, how many kids do you have?
35, and if you guess the number correctly, I'll tell you.
Two kids?
Two, fucking two. You talk? You think I'm some bitch?
Five kids?
5. You think I'm some bitch?
10?
Closer. It's
12?
around there.
Okay, you have kids. Damn, I didn't know that.
Why wouldn't I?
Did they all have different baby mothers?
I mean, not all different, but there's been a few ovens to bake the bread. Women are slow, G. Like, I say this all the time. I'm like, listen, I have no problems having kids with one woman. It's fine. But if you're going to take 9 months to grow a single, simple baby, then you're just messing about. That's your problem.
Come on, bro.
If you'll do it in 2 weeks and get your act together and be faster, then we won't have to do all this. But if you're going to take 9 months and mess about, then I need 20. So, I have no choice but to have 4 wives as Allah intended. That's why God told us men to have 4 wives, because they knew we needed large families and that women are slow. Allah understands. God understands. His word is golden for a reason. Do you have 4 wives yet?
Nah, I got none.
If you got yourself a nice Islamic wife, she wouldn't cheat on you. She'd cook for you. She'd look after you. She wouldn't have an OnlyFans. Most of the problems you're facing currently with women can be solved by Islam.
Really?
I just told you why.
Wait, they actually don't cheat?
She'd have decency. She'd cover up. She'd be God-fearing. If her family would also keep an eye on her, so her family would tell her to obey her husband. She'd want your children. She'd look after you. Islamic women are the best. They understand that the best way to serve God is to also serve their husbands.
Where do I get one at?
So most of your problems could be solved.
Where do I get an Islamic woman at?
You must become a Muslim yourself first, my friend. And being a Muslim is not easy. There's a lot to learn. It's a long journey. Even I'm not a scholar. I'm learning. There's a lot to learn about how it works and the true word of God and the Quran and learning Arabic, etc. is not easy. But if you come to Dubai, you can begin the journey and you can talk to the same people I've talked to. And then halas, you get yourself an Islamic wife. And before you know it, you get to live in peace and happiness without worrying about getting plowed on an OnlyFans account. Have you subbed yet and seen what the new man's doing to her?
No.
You don't want to see it?
I'd rather not, bro.
Well, it's a cold world, Aiden.
Will you come to my mitzvah? I'm Jewish. Will you come to my mitzvah?
Where is it?
I don't know. I'm probably going to have it in Miami.
Miami, I might maybe go to Miami at some point. Maybe. But you have to understand that the worldly goods, the worldly things that people find interesting, I'm totally and utterly beyond. I don't care about money. I have too much of it. I don't need fame. I have enough of that. I don't want hoes. I don't want sex with random women. I don't want clubs. I don't want restaurants. All of that is boring to me. The only thing that I find interesting is genuinely trying to save humanity by combating the matrix and opening up minds to be freed and worshiping God and God blessing me and favoring me and trying to become the best version of myself. All that shit is not interesting to me. So everything in Miami is just, it's repulsive. There's nothing in Miami for me. Does that make sense? If you went to Miami and you didn't want sluts, didn't want drugs, and didn't want to go to restaurants and clubs, why are you in Miami? There's nothing there. It's just degenerate godlessness. I don't like it. I hope you understand me. I'll do my best for you, but I don't like it. I'm here in Dubai. It's beautiful. The mosque is close by. I've got very important work to do. I'm going to go to a center of disabled children and donate $100,000 tomorrow. I'm going to look after them. I have things to do which are good for me and good for the world. I don't see what I can do in Miami. What I can go to the club and be famous and stand with rappers and bang some girl who everyone's fucked. I could do that. I could put my dick in, dick number 82. Yeehaw, I win. Look what I did. I'm such a cool guy. Look, I banged this girl just because she has fake tits. It's vapious. It's empty. I don't want to do any of these things, Adin. I don't want to go. You have to understand. I don't need to
So
do
what?
any
Can
of
I
the
ask you a
shit
question?
I'm
What's
doing.
what is the meaning of life then, bro? Like what are we here for?
Once you realize that hedonism is a black hole and that you can pour endless attempts at filling it, you can fuck endless girls. There's always a new one to fuck. You can make endless money. There's always new money to make. Hedonism is a black hole. And if you're going to live that way, you're never going to feel satisfied. You have to genuinely decipher, be perspicacious enough to look around you and work out what you think the world needs, and then try your very best to fulfill God's will to make the world a better place. You know what makes me happy? I'll
What?
tell you. I'll walk down the street and I'll see a construction worker here in Dubai who's working for $300 a month, and I'll just hand him a couple thousand dirhams at random. I like walking into the Starbucks and just paying for everyone's drink, just putting down for
Oh.
$500 to say everyone gets coffee. I like I like rescuing the dogs in Romania. I have a charity that rescues dogs in Romania. I like doing things that make me feel good inside because I know it pleases God. I will not, if I go to the club in Miami, top G, top G, top G, yeah, yeah, yeah. Everyone says I'm top G. I get some girl, she's really hot. Okay, fine. I fuck her. But unless we make a family one day, there was no point in any of it. It's just degenerate.
It's
And to make a family
pointless.
with a girl from Miami is hard because they don't know how to be mothers anymore. They don't know how to be a good, soft mother and look after the child and look after their man because they're
So
broken people.
who's the best? Who's the best?
So why would I do that? I
What's
don't want. I don't
where
want
do
to
you
do that.
where do you find a good mother?
Well, a good mother needs to be a woman who understands that her feminine imperative and her duty is to be a mother. That's her duty to femininity as a whole. It's the most important and beautiful thing a woman can do is be a mother. But a girl who reluctantly becomes a mother or thinks that her career or going to the club or hanging out with her friends is just as important as being a mother is never going to be good at it. You're only good at the things you respect.
And I would say it
Someone
goes
who's going
both
to be a
ways.
good.
And if a dad's doing the same thing, going to the club and stuff, it's a bad dad. It's the same thing.
Correct. You need to understand, but it's still slightly different because as a man, you have an imperative to be a father, but you also need to make an imprint on the world so that you're a role model for your children to emulate. Whereas a mother doesn't have to be a role model in the same sense. She has to look after, nurture, care, provide the basics, change diapers, make sure the kid's okay, make sure the kid is happy.
But
But
the
the
dad
father
could change
might
the
have to go.
diaper. The dad could change the diaper too.
I've never changed a diaper in my life.
Okay.
Because the point I'm making is the man goes away to war and comes back with stories of honor and valor to inspire his children. The woman doesn't do that. The woman keeps the children alive while the man's away. So I'm saying that a woman who understands that being a mother is the best thing she could possibly be will be a good mother. Miami girls don't think that. Miami think that girls think that get the most Instagram followers and go to the best club nights matters more. And I don't want to sleep with a woman who I'm not going to have a future and a family with anymore. I don't want to do that. I've slept with thousands of women, Adin. Thousands of women. You could put them in front of me. I wouldn't be able to remember most of their names.
That's
It's bullshit.
crazy.
I did, but it's pointless. Like it was fun at the time. I'm not complaining. I've had more sex than any man could possibly dream of. I had 75 beautiful women working for me. I've done all of it. And it's not, I'm not saying it's necessarily inherently bad, but you get to a point where you understand that it's a waste of your energy, is a waste of your masculine imperative. I'll tell you another thing. A lot of men like sleeping with girls because of the ego hit, right? So when you get a lot of these other Twitch streamers who think they're famous, what they actually are, some fucker just lit a lawnmower. Let me look at him and make him go away. Wait. He's leaving. He knows. He doesn't want to smoke. So what happens with a lot of these other Twitch streamers, they're losers, right? And inside their heart, they know they're losers. And they know without the internet, they'd never be anything because they've never achieved anything in the real world. They don't have any real world businesses, any real world achievements. They've never been a champion, nothing. So they're actually very hollow and sad inside. And that's why they need to sleep with girls to try and feel better about themselves and prove to themselves they're actually some kind of man. But here's the thing that's scary. One, they're sleeping with girls that have no value. If you're sleeping with a girl who's valueless because she sleeps with everybody, then it doesn't work. But they're not even perspicacious enough to understand this. And by extension, what's actually interesting is if I sleep with a girl now, who wins, me or her? Her.
Her.
I don't get to win. If I go pick up a girl in the club and I bring her back to the house and she does a fucking Instagram story with the Bugatti, with the McLaren, at the mansion, top G, hundreds of millions of dollars. I slept with Andrew Tate. She gets to brag. I don't get to brag that I banged some girl. Okay, yeah, she's hot. But there's so many hot girls. There's millions of hot girls. Who cares? I banged a hot girl. She gets to brag she banged me. She's the one who's getting all the clout. If she's getting all the clout, why am I spending my calories staying up all night fucking her? For what? Why am I giving my masculine energy away to make some bitch famous? I don't want to do that. I don't want to be around any of these degenerate girls. Aiden, do you know how many girls I've caught trying to make sly Instagram stories just because they're sitting next to me, trying to get sly clout?
What do you do when they try to do that?
I tell them to stop, because this is the thing. The world and the Matrix has tried to convince everyone that women hate me because I'm misogynist. It's absolutely opposite. Women come up to me and say, "You're firstly a real man. You're not like that fucking, who's the guy who wears dresses with long hair on Twitch, who's obsessed with girls driving better than him? Your friend."
Hassan.
Yes. They're like, finally, you're not a bitch. You're a real man. Women come up to me and they adore me. They literally fucking offer me their hand in marriage. You're a real man. You understand to protect and provide. You're so brave. You say what you're supposed to say. You're exactly like my father was. You're not a coward. Women throw themselves at me for telling the truth. Women have always loved a man of substance and standard, and an alpha male. Women are desperate to be seen with me. At every single party, they're begging for selfies, trying to get pictures. They want to be seen with me because they know that if you're standing next to Top G, at least the world's going to see you, think you're a woman of substance. But I'm telling you, I do my very best to avoid all of this, Aiden. I'm in a mansion right now. I could be doing a Dan Bilzerian. Dan's a fucking G. I love Dan. I've seen him a bunch of times and he's super smart. I could do the same. I could have 50 girls here. And guess how many girls are in my house, Aiden? 0. I don't want them here. I want a woman who loves me, who protects my spirit. If a woman will not pray for me every night, why do I even need her near me?
Do you have a woman in your life that loves you and protects your spirit?
Completely. Absolutely.
Where is
And
she?
I don't see, they're around, close by. But the point is, the last thing I'm going to do is buy dinner for a bitch who doesn't pray for me every night. Every one of my wives prays for me every night. Do you understand how powerful that is, Aiden?
Yes.
Have you ever had?
No, I have not.
Have you ever had beautiful women praying for you every night that you're going to be safe and protected against the attacks of the Matrix? Have you ever had multiple beautiful women sitting in a circle all praying for you
No,
at
I haven't.
once?
No.
No, you haven't. You've had multiple women sitting in a circle drinking fucking alcohol and saying they want to get fucked and saying they want to do videos and pictures for OnlyFans, and it's degenerate. It's bad for your spirit and bad for your soul. If you had those exact same beautiful girls, pure of heart and pure of fucking vagina because they weren't tearing through dick, sitting there praying for you, your life would be better. You'd feel happier. You need to find something beyond the hedonism you are entrapped in. You can't fall. This is what the devil wants you to do, Aiden. The devil wants me to take my millions and go to Miami and fuck girls. But I know that no happiness can come of it. I know that girls are going to get a bunch of clout. I'm probably going to end up with chlamydia.
I know,
And
but can I
nothing
say something?
good
Dude,
is going
it
to
feels
happen.
so good to release your nut, like so good. Just like the nut feeling, it's the best, bro. Just when you release that, hold on.
But it feels better. But it feels better to
Listen.
do it. Yeah, but it feels better to do it inside of a woman who you love to build a beautiful family.
I agree with you. But bro, like, even just you beat your meat, right?
Absolutely and utterly not. God is always watching. It's disgusting. It's embarrassing. Next time you're jerking off, understand that God is watching you. And imagine what you look like. Imagine the look on your face. Imagine your expression. Would you put that video on the internet? Imagine how everyone would laugh at you. Well, God is laughing at you, Aiden. This is why he made his girl leave you. Stop jerking off. Stop being a dickhead.
All right.
You need to grow.
All right. My bad, bro.
It's fine. And I'm here to help you and everybody else who wants to escape the Matrix. I've told everyone how. Anyone who thinks I'm full of shit and I'm crazy and I'm a liar and I'm a scammer and all this bullshit, fine. Stay inside the Matrix. It's fine. But anybody who wants to understand the realities of the world from a spiritual perspective, from a mentality perspective, and also a financial perspective, because you can't be very free if you're broke. If you're broke, the Matrix will always control you because you'll always have a boss. You know, Aiden, this is why I teach people how to make money. Because if I teach you how to make money, then you can think for yourself. You can't think for yourself if you have a job. This is the only reason I teach people how to make money, so that people can stand up and talk. Could I act and say the things I say if I was poor, Aiden? No. It is your duty to God to get rich. Because unless you are rich, you're always going to be a slave. It is your duty to God to get rich. This is why I teach it.
Right.
That's what all of this is. That's what all of my things are. And before anyone says I'm here selling or some bullshit, go to Cobra Tate and send to a free email. It's fucking free. But we must free the minds, Aiden. I want you to spend, I don't know what time it is in Miami, but I want you to go to bed tonight and take 5 minutes. Take 5 minutes as you go to sleep and think, is what I'm doing for the world, yes, it's improving my life. Yes, I'm getting subs. Yes, I'm famous. Is what I'm telling the world making the world better? Think about it. See
Okay.
how you can curate your messaging.
Okay.
Perhaps you can inject a little bit of programming that's genuinely going to be good for Earth.
Okay.
God will smile upon you,
Okay.
as will I.
Okay.
I love you very much, Adin. I think you're a fantastic individual with huge potential.
Thank you, bro. I mean, I love when you tell me I love you because I can feel how strong and powerful that is. No weird shit. Like I really feel it, like in my heart. I love you too, bro. I love you. You're my boy. Thank you, bro. I really, really want to let you know, like you do mean a lot to me. And when I'm ready to open my heart up to you, I got you. I promise. Like I will give you all me. I swear. I promise you. I'm not just saying that to say that, bro. I got you. Like I want you to literally know that love is the only answer. Mashallah, Habibi. And I will see you in Dubai soon. Okay.
Stay in touch.
Peace, bro.